Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another weekly edition of MidRank Madness. This is a game between Potate and Calleth on Overgrowth, the latter edition. In the top right side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Calleth. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Potate or Potate? Maybe Potate. That sounds a little better, I think. Let's go with Potate here. Funny name, says Calleth. Yes, Potate is a funny name. It's almost like potato, but not quite. And it kind of reminds me of like portent. Or is there there's a name for like a ruler that's Oh man, I can't remember. I can't remember what it is. Oh, he's from Idaho, so it is a take on potato. Sweet. Idaho, so cold this time of year. So cold in December. Calleth saying that makes sense. Oh, look how friendly these guys are with each other. They're so stinking beautifully friendly. I like it very much. I like to see the friendliness. Alright, so this again is a PvT. Let's see if the turn goes Reaper first. Oh, and this is MidRank Madness, for those of you who do not know. It is our weekly examination. Let's see, twice weekly examination of gold, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond level gameplay. And I'm just getting my Reaper list out. That's why I'm kind of distracted at this point. If you would like to submit a replay to Falcon Paladin for MidRank Madness, go ahead and do so at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of MidRank Madness. Make sure it's a good one. Make sure it's a good replay of that level. Something that you would want people to see and would be interesting. You'd like to watch. Right, if you were watching this. Whoa, pylon block by Potate here at Calleth's expansion. And is he going Reaper? No, he's not even going Reaper. I got distracted for nothing. Got distracted for nothing there. It's going to be a reactor on that barracks. Again, it's understandable just because early Reapers are very difficult to control. And so what happens is the Reaper gets down here. There's already a Stalker. There's already a Mothership Core. I mean, Photon Overcharge is a scary thing. It's just problems abound in this situation. Stalker coming out. See what I mean? See what I mean? Potate ready for it. Nothing happening. SCV trying to drill down this pylon. Gonna take forever, though. Gonna take forever and is really delaying the Terran player's attempts at expanding. He just throws into another barracks. Whoa, double barracks, double refinery opening. What is this? What are you doing? Two Marines obviously coming out of that barracks as he waited for the reactor. I mean, this SCV, given enough time, will take down the pylon, but, I mean, let's look at him. Look at him drilling there. He's trying to make this thing happen. Drill, drill. Oh, the Marines came to assist, shooting at it with their guns. This is much faster. See that? Much faster destruction on that pylon. And look, an expansion on the way from Potate. So he is on track here, going Stargate as well. So he did go gateway into Cybernetics Core, into Stargate, into Nexus. It was not a gateway expand. Again, perhaps worried about some one-base attacks from Calleth, since he did delay that command center a little bit there. Perhaps the Terran player would be mad. There's the factory. Is that another react? No, Tech Lab. Okay, so Tech Lab on the second barracks. Calleth knows what he's doing in general here. Meanwhile, back in Protoss land, it is going to be an Oracle. Oracle opening from the Protoss player, and playing blind is our Terran. I don't think he is scouted at all. He is not scouted. He has not scanned. He does not know what is happening here. He doesn't have an engineering bay. There are no missile turrets coming. His Marines are here in the natural base. They really should be sitting up here in the main mineral line. In the main base here, because that's where the Oracle's going. If I was the Oracle, that's where I would go. Actually, this Oracle's hanging out. Waiting for another one. So double Oracle opening from Potate. Whoa! This could be problematic for our Terran friend Calleth here. It's got a bunker at the front, which is fine, but that's, again, not where Oracles go. Factory done. Do we get a starport next of all? Calleth, it's time for a starport. He doesn't have enough money for one. I understand he's not building one yet, but perhaps he could build one. Nope, he just built something else. What did he do with his money? Is he building SCVs? Looks like he's building SCVs, which is fine. He's also making orbital command. That is natural. That's also okay. Not going to argue with any of these things, but I feel like it needs a starport at the 4-minute mark. It is just, it's time. It's just one of those things where it's time. He's getting stim. That's great. Another supply depot, so he doesn't get supply blocked. Fan of that one as well. More just actually just for walling off purposes than for not getting supply blocked purposes. These Oracles are coming up the left side of the map. They're going to try to get this natural mineral expansion, and honestly, they can kill all these units in about 2 seconds, and the Marines are here too. I would honestly bypass this, go for the natural. You can get a lot more for your buck there, a lot more bang for your buck here in the main mineral line. If I am Oracle, oh, he's doing it. He's going to do it. Watch, he's going to bypass this expansion, bypass it, not bypassing it. All right, so while the SCVs do it in about 2 seconds, taking a mule down as well. And moving on to the main. The Marines trying to stutter step, kill them, but no, doesn't happen. And now they're moving on over here. There's nothing. Run. Run, SCVs, run. So many dead SCVs at this point in time. 12 dead SCVs. 12 and 2 mules. And the oracles move out. That's what they do. Actually, they kill a Marine because one Marine foolishly tried to challenge them both at the same time, and they easily dispatched him. But that was damaging. It's 31 to 20 Harvesters right now. Protoss player ahead. Super mega ahead right now. Making Stalkers, making a Void Ray. I don't know if you want to continue going Sky Toss after an Oracle opening. Okay, double missile turret coming up in those mineral lines for Calleth. Excellent decision. Robotics facility on the way for Potate as well. Double assimilator coming up at the natural base for Potate. And what's your follow-up, man? You're just making a lot of Stalkers. I don't recommend a lot of Stalkers against Terran. Is he supply blocked? He's supply blocked. Potate, no. Potate, always make pylons, always make probes. These are things you have to do. Make pylons, make probes, expand this way, expand this way. Maybe you can expand up here if you feel like doing it. I like all these choices, but always continue making probes. Is he still not making probes and pylons? He's not. Dude, Potate, you have a beautiful lead right now and you're throwing it away. What are you even doing? Your APM is 188. Okay, so fine. He's using the oracles to murder stuff and run into missile turrets. Has he killed any more SCVs? He's killed 4 more. All right, fine. A little bit more harassment. A little bit more harassment. But you were supply blocked that whole time. He's still supply blocked. Potate, you have a wonderfully aggressive opening that you essentially just threw away because you were supply blocked for the last 2 minutes. There we go. 2 more pylons kind of coming in. Come on, you can do this. Oh, the probe's taking his time. Taking his time, building some gateways first, and then building a delicious, delicious, life-giving pylon. Immortal, stuck. Stalker, stuck. Another Void Ray coming in. Okay, so he's no longer supply blocked. Excellent job there. Protoss player making a lot of stuff. Immortal, Void Ray, Stalker, interesting composition. Again, not really good against Marines. None of those things are good against Marines, and Cal is making a lot of Marines, as we can see here. He has 21 of them and nothing else right now. Does have that starport that I was telling him to build. He's got 2 medevacs on the way now, thanks to the reactor attached to that starport. Oracle comes in, trying to kill an add-on there, trying to kill this tech lab add-on on this factory. Might actually get it. SCV comes in to repair it. They kill it too. Is that burning? That's burning. Tech Lab is burning from orange down into red, down into zeros. Come on, SCV. SCV does come in and does repair it. Excellent job. Speed on the way for Potate as well. Combat shield coming in for our Terran player. And another missile turret coming up. So at this point, Potate, here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to tell your Terran opponent, build a lot of Marines because I'm bringing oracles in, and then make stuff that is terrible against Marines. Follow up with Colossus or Disruptors, or even Zealots, honestly, would be better than this Stalker Immortal Void Ray thing that you're doing. Do you not know how to use rally points? Is this what you're telling me, Potate? How did you get into MidRank Madness without knowing how to use rally points? I'm actually super confused here. You can use it on the Nexus. You know how that works, right? You know how that works. But the Stargate, the robotics facility, and all these gateways are not rallied anywhere. So all of these units are just popping out of the buildings and hanging out right next to them the whole time. Oracle, man, that Oracle has 12 kills already. Jeez, 17 SCVs have been dead. A lot of missiles. Again, this is what you're doing. You're forcing anti-air out of the Terran player and then bringing Void Rays to the fight. I just don't know. This is one hero Oracle, yo. 14 kills. Trying to sneak on. That's a nice angle right there. Get that SCV getting gas. Another SCV possibly. No, out of energy. Oh no, run. Run, Oracle, run. He does run out of there. Has one of them died already? One got picked off. One did get picked off here. Tank Marine from Calleth. Tail as old as time. That's what he's rolling with, is Tank Marine, and he's going to be just fine. You can end it, says Calleth. You're so far ahead of me right now. That's what you think. That's what you think. You think you are so far, or the opponent is so far ahead of you, but he is not. He is not. Army value, look. Look, it's, okay, so maybe it is. Maybe it's like 5,000 resources in the army for the Protoss and like 2,100 for the Terran. Understandable, but again, composition matters. I've only built 2 oracles, maybe, says Potate. That's not true. He has so many stalkers here. Is he supply blocked again? Dang it, Potate. Dang it. Potate, keep making bases, keep making pylons. He has one in production there, that's fine, but maybe make like 3 at a time. At this rate, it's very doubtful, says Calleth. It is very doubtful. Taking a gold base is Potate after this. I like that choice. Marines have any upgrades right now? No. Is the engineering bay just doing nothing right now? It is. He has an engineering bay, but no upgrades coming whatsoever at this point. Calleth floating some money. Dude, get those upgrades out. There it is. There it is. +1/+1 on the way. He's queuing up the second +1. Don't do that. Don't queue it up. Make another engineering bay and do them both at the same time, like Polt. Like Polt. Polt is your hero, right? He's a lot of players' heroes, even if they don't play Terran. But if you play Terran, he should definitely be your hero. Oracle sneaking around looking for additional bases by Calleth. Does not see one at the gold, which is a nice thing to know. Does not see one just to the left of the natural base, which is also nice to know. But would see one here to the... He does see it. He's coming over here to the left of that. And there's an SCV building a command center, and he can murder it with the Oracle. But instead, he flies away. What the... Hey, go back. Potate has bad map awareness. Dude, it's in your mini-map now. There it is. You can see it. You can see the red base. Go back and kill it. Alright, busy saturating the gold base here, which is just fine. I'm okay with that. That answers that question, I guess, says Potate. Looks like he scanned. He did a lot of scans and saw the giant army that the Protoss player has. It is, however, 54 to 56 Harvester. So despite the fact the Terran player has lost 19 workers and Potate has only lost 1, it's basically even right now. And here comes the Protoss player. He's moving in with his Stalkers, with Zealots, with Void Rays. Again, none of these things great against Marines except for the 3 Zealots, which Marines don't do that well against, assuming the Marines are not microed super properly. And again, MidRank Madness, that is not something we can assume. Transferring SCVs over to the sneaky third base, throwing up a planetary fortress, perhaps. The command center just about done. Throwing up some missile turrets, at the very least. Those are being constructed here, and that's what I would do, man. Right here, this button. Planetary fortress. Doesn't have enough money to do it, but now does. And it's time. Calleth, it's time. Oh, it's not time. All right, Storm on the way for the Protoss player. That is an excellent choice. I really, really think Protoss should just get Storm in every situation. In Legacy of the Void, I just feel like it's good. Area of effect damage is beautiful, especially against a Marine-heavy composition like this that Calleth has. Calleth, you need to move out. I understand you lost some workers. I understand you're afraid, but look at this. You're not that far behind in economy. You're not that far behind in overall supply. 165 to 147. None of these things are true. Probes transferring up. He's taking the gold base up here is Potate. Wow, that might just be a little greedy. Is that a PF? It is a PF at the third base. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. A little greedy, Potate. But he's spending his money fairly well for being on 4 bases in MidRank Madness. He only has 200, 100 minerals in the bank. Make that 60. Make that 60. Throwing up a ton of cannons. Again, if you take your opponent's gold base, you're going to want to throw up some cannons. That's how this works. Warp Prism here, warping in some Zealots up this left side. You could have stopped all this with the Oracle. Instead, now it's a planetary fortress with missile turrets. So good luck taking that down with some Zealots. I don't think it's going to work. I don't. I really don't think it's going to work. All right, Calleth, let's go. Let's go. This is a pep talk from Falcon Paladin. You have +1 attack done. You have a bunch of tanks. You have Marauders. You have Marines. I like the composition. Zealots coming into the PF, and once again, it's just not going to happen. Nope. See, and they recognize that. They run away. They run away. Desperately back to their own gold base. Say, hey, the PF was mean to me. It was mean to me. Still making stuff here in this production tab is Calleth. And moving on in Marines, Marauders. No match for these cannons. Zealots dying immediately. Vikings flying overhead and dying a little bit. More Zealots coming in, but oh, the rest of the army coming from the bottom side as well. Tanks splashing on all of those Stalkers. Getting shots off as well. The Void Rays using prismatic alignment. A huge storm. Oh, the storms on those bio units. So much blood on the ground. All the Marines are gone. The Marauders gone too. A handful of tanks remaining. The Void Rays cleaning out what remains here. And the Terran army is toast. Toast with marmalade jam upon it. Calleth is down 107 to 76. Total supply. Protoss player. Wow. Way to defend that gold base, man. Way to defend it. Moving on over, he's going to try to take down this third, which is the quickest way to end the game, I would say. He's sneaking up. Take out this planetary fortress. You'll be in a good spot. Trying to kill these missile turrets first of all so the Void Rays can go to town on the planetary fortresses. Doesn't even have to take down the other missile turrets. No, one is actually in range here. The repair on the planetary fortress is real. SCV's trying to save the missile turret and save the PF at the same time and actually keeping both of them alive. Void Rays focusing down what they trying to get the SCVs, but no, the missile turret crushing right now. Does have 3 kills already. What is going on? Is Calleth winning this? Calleth Planetary Fortress with 9 kills. Missile Turret with 5 kills. Planetary Fortress and 3 missile turrets held off that entire army. Calleth just pulled back into this game, ladies and gentlemen. Zealots come in a little bit late. Once again, it's very difficult to take down a Planetary Fortress with just Zealots. Again, I mean, you have +1/+1, which is nice, but it's not going to happen. This PF, 11 kills, man. 11 kills. We'll just keep racking those up, throwing Zealot bodies into the air as they die. Whee! Whee! Another attack from the Terran on the gold base. Round 2 this time. No one here to stop him. All the probes are going to die. That cannon going to die as well. The Nexus going to explode. Terran, boom! Gets the final hit on that Nexus. Calleth coming back. How? Again, I'm really amazed that this happened up here. Really amazed. I gotta gift that. I gotta figure out how to make gifts. If you don't follow me on Facebook, you probably should. Facebook.com/FalconPaladin. I've been posting some gifs, some Twitch clips that I've gotten from the StarCraft subreddit. Really fun stuff. Really fun stuff for sure. Usually high level, but I think people would be interested in watching the Protoss player Potate kind of throw away most of his units there on this Planetary Fortress, which again has a lot of kills. A whole lot of kills here. More Marines, more Marauders, more tanks here out of the Terran player. Getting that +1 armor done. 108 to 130 supply. Calleth has the lead. How the tables have turned, but another base coming up for Potate. Replacement 4th base here just to the right of his natural base. Excellent, excellent decision making by our Protoss friend from Idaho. I wonder what part of Idaho he is from. That would be the question. Dun, 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 dun. Another big attack here. We got the storms on the bio once again, but standing in and taking it anyway is Calleth. And somehow still alive here, taking out all of the Templar. Goodbye, Templar. Goodbye, Stalkers. Goodbye, Immortals. A lot of people hurt. A lot of Terran units hurt, but many of them are not dead. Right now, Medevacs desperately trying to heal them up. They are low on energy, though. Going to take them some time to get there. New Medevacs coming in with more energy should help with that. Mule being called down as well to repair the tanks. Great decision making there by Calleth. Taking a 4th base here is Calleth again to the left of his natural base. So both players taking their 4ths at what really should be a 3rd, but that's okay. I'm not going to complain too much about that. Some Stalkers have warped in here on the left side, but are just hanging out. And Calleth moving in, moving up, feeling super confident. The Mule should repair one of these tanks, but is busy repairing the other one while it's moving, which is hard. Mind you, it's hard to do that. Am I losing my scroll ability on my mouse? I kind of am. Having a hard time with that this game. Oh, man. 4th base getting absolutely wasted here. Tanks setting up into siege mode. Marauders burning down the Nexus. It falls in about 3.8 seconds. A Colossus comes in for Potate. Gets racked by the tanks. Some Stalkers coming on down, trying to deal with this thing. But again, what's good against Stalkers? Tanks and Marines. Tanks and Marines are good. Focusing down these Templar. One Storm does get up, but I don't think kills very much, as evidenced by the single bloodstain on the ground there. Accidentally leads to this gold base. The Terran player finds this one. Calleth going to town. Potate says, well, this is bad. Turns out this is bad. It's 127 to 62 total supply. Calleth is doubling up his opponent. Nexus gonna fall. Cannons going to fall. Probes exploding as well. The cannons are gone. Probes trying to run for their lives. Two do manage to escape. Two manage to escape here, but Potate has a base on the bottom right, which I think is technically his like 6th or 7th base. But it is being sneaky. It is being sneaky right now. A Terran player cannot let up. Continue pushing. Continue making units. He is. Look at all these busy buildings here. Excellent job continuing to make units. That has been a mistake we've seen in the past in MidRank Madness, where the player that lost just kind of forgot to make units for a while. Probes getting murdered by tanks as they go back to a non-existent assimilator to pick up more Vespene gas. That was interesting. That was a long-distance mine, right? It should have stopped. It should have stopped is what it should have done. Okay, so now Colossus here from Potate. He now has 3 Colossus, a couple Archons as well. I don't know that it's enough. Tanks are good against most of these things. More and more reinforcements coming on down. No continued upgrades from the Terran player. I'm not super worried about it. Another base coming up for Calleth at the gold base that Potate has evacuated, the one on his side of the map, rightfully claiming it as his own. More medevacs flying in for Calleth. He has 6. He has lost 11. Wow, he's lost 11 medevacs this game. I did not see that coming. Did not expect that at all. Man, my mouse button. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do, is drag with the mouse button. My mouse might be wearing out. It's old. This is an old mouse. Actually, I have one I can replace it with. Anyway, enough musings from me. Calleth has SCVs here repairing all of these here tanks that took damage, likely from the storms previously. Are they on auto repair? They're on auto repair. Excellent use of the auto repair ability. This SCV should come here and repair this tank, but the AI is dumb. The AI is really dumb. They all try to repair the same thing and then get in each other's way. Does this one need to be repaired? No? What are... Oh, you're repairing this medevac. And now the tank. Now get the tank. No, the other medevac. Why are your priorities the medevacs? Heal the tank. You're way ahead of me. You can just end it now. Potate. Turns the tables. Turns the tables on his Terran opponent. That was funny. That was a good callback there, Potate. More and more units streaming on down from Calleth. Playing this thing extremely well. Calleth. Maybe I only have 2 oracles. Ho ho ho. Sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky Calleth. Alright, tank setting up shop here outside the natural base of Potate. There are Colossus. There are Archons sitting inside the main. They do not want to come defend this. And I can't say I blame them. The tank count is super high. What is that? 7 tanks? 7 siege tanks with that extra damage versus armored now? Yeah. Difficult place to be in. He's got Storm. Potate has Storm, but it's just not enough. It's just not going to be enough. The Terran player does take down the Nexus. Excellent job, Terran player. Calleth. Potate going for it. Moving in with the Archons in the front. Colossus in the back. Storm on all the bile. Moving forward out of the Storm into another Storm. Tanks flanking from the top side. The entire Protoss army is gone. And the Terran player moves in to victory formation, moving up into the main base. Potate is a dead man. He is a dead man. That's more than 2 oracles. Good game. I'm out, says Potato, thrown in the good manner. Like to see that one. A few cannons trying to stop the Terran onslaught, but it's not going to be enough. Good game from Calleth, and that's it. Potate has left the game. Calleth is victorious for the Terran race. And it looks like he wants to stick around and murder stuff. So we'll go ahead and mute him. And we'll come back in for the follow-up. Well done! From Calleth, I thought he was dead. I thought he was a dead man. The Protoss player had like 5 bases, including this gold base on his side of the map. But then, critical mistake from Potate. Attacked into the planetary fortress with the missile turrets, just not focusing well enough. There, he kind of divided his attention between trying to kill SCVs and trying to kill the missile turret. Didn't really work out either way there. I mean, honestly, I might have just let that one go if I was him. Maybe brought in some zealots to assist with at least some damage absorption. Would have been a good deal, but in the end, he lost a giant army right there, and that's what allowed Calleth to get back into it. Calleth kept building stuff. Potate had a hard time doing that. He was expanding well, right? But he just kept having a hard time building units. The storms were good from Potate, but not enough with the +1/+1 combat shield, Marines and Marauders, plus all the tanks just doing terrible, terrible damage. And in the end, Calleth gets the win. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This has actually been a MidRank Madness episode, but same thing. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.